Your Rambozos.
Oh, thanks.
Hey!
Hey, we resemble that
Talking to you.
remark.
I think she was talking to you.
Yeah. No, she said bozos.
Bozos. Oh, what?
Good afternoon. You all right?
Afternoon, mate.
Oh, my 7-Up's gone in the bin.
I'm on ginger ale.
Oh, yeah.
It's spicy though.
Spicy
It's
ginger
a
ale.
bit spicy, yeah.
You need to put a bit of vodka in it, maybe, or something.
Maybe.
Welcome along to the Thursday night Dad's gathering. What do they call it? What's the equivalent of a mother's meeting? Don't know.
Well, me and you faffing.
Try and get this under 10 minutes. Right, I'm going to run through quickly run through some pre-orders. We've got that Manchester United.
United.
Let's just talk about it. This is a new release. This is brilliant. We'll go into the pre-orders in a sec.
Is it? I reckon you need to come this way a bit.
Edric Connor.
It's that way, innit?
It's
over
right.
here a little bit.
Edric Connor. This was originally recorded in 1957. It's Manchester United Calypso, and Stan Chow, who is based in Manchester, isn't he, has done the artwork for this. And the Manchester label, Be With.
It's a weird song, isn't it?
Yeah, it's brilliant. Check it out. Yeah, like,
if you're a Man U fan, you'll love it.
Well, you say that, but Mick, the rep, when he offered this to the shops, I remember his email and thought, I've got to listen to it. I think he's a Spurs fan. If he's not, he's definitely not a Man United fan. He says, you've got to listen to this tune. It is an absolute doozy.
As a Liverpool fan, I won't be buying it, dude.
Yeah,
I'm really sorry.
But he said I'm not a Man United fan, and it's an absolute doozy. So check it out. It is Edric Connor, Edric Connor, double N, Manchester United Calypso. We've just been playing it, haven't we?
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's ever been reissued, but it's
properly in my head now, though.
Yeah, it's a real earworm, isn't it? So that's out tomorrow, if I remember to post this video on time. Let's run through some of these.
Go on.
I was in the car today doing some deliveries, and I listened. Hugh Stevens on Six Music played the new Cure track. You've not heard it yet, have you? It was brilliant.
I'll give it a listen on the way. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
One of the most influential British bands ever.
You've been listening to Disintegration this afternoon.
I have been listening.
So I think everyone knew it was coming, but the Cure have officially announced Songs of a Lost World today. So that is obviously going to be a huge, huge pre-order.
It ain't going to be bad, is it?
No. So grab that. I think there's a marbled version, which is Indies and HMV.
Yeah, it's like a grey marble in it. Nice.
Thus Love, All Pleasure. We've got some signed art cards with that. This is celebrating 20 years, I think. Interpol Antics on red vinyl. And it's about 24 quid. It's really cheap.
Wow.
Positiva, various artists. Sampler, 001. It's got 4 banging house tracks on there.
That Cure album's not dear, actually, is it?
It's not.
Going back to that, sorry.
It's not that bad, is it? $26.99, something like that, yeah.
For the Cure, wow.
New one from the National, Rome. I think
like a bit of folk and stuff.
My joint favourite pre-order of the week is the Charlatans 30th anniversary. New artwork from Nick Void, reimagined. It's Up to Our Hips, 30th anniversary.
Oh, is it a new cover?
New cover.
Nice.
Yeah, Nick Void reimagined. It looks really good. 30th anniversary, and Tim Burgess, of course, has curated the second disc, which has got demos and outtakes, and I think some sessions, maybe some live sessions as well. I can't remember. It was a few days ago since we put that up. And lastly, very excitedly, we've got a huge allocation. We are one of the shops that is now part of the Dinked edition.
Do you want to explain quickly what Dinked is?
Dinked is exclusive records, limited runs from anywhere between 200 and 1,500 for the huge titles. There was 25 shops in the Dinked collective, and we are one of 5 additional shops that have joined towards the end of this month. And it was a brilliant first release for us because it was Lottery Winners and Coco that was announced on Monday morning. And with a huge allocation on that, we sold out a couple of times, but we managed to get some more. It's limited to 1,000 copies. You can go to your favourite Dinked store, which might now be us because we are part of the Dinked collective. 26 or 27, $25.99, I think. You get a signed Polaroid photograph with it, and you get a 7-inch single, and it's an alternative artwork. I think the pink vinyl is the Dinked one. So Dinked is really excited to be involved. It's an initiative that is headed up by Rupert at, my head's gone completely, Drift. And Nat at Resident, 2 fantastic shops.
They started off, didn't they, I think? Is that right?
They did. They are at the helm, I think, of that one. Yeah, so there's some really good
They're
pre-orders there.
Different, aren't they? Some of them come with 7-inch singles, some of them come with different artwork.
Yep.
It can be all sorts, but they are quite unique, aren't they? They're nice. They're really good how they do them.
Before we run into the new releases for this week, because it's a big one this week, we held a couple back because we sent hundreds and hundreds out, but we've got some of the signed Manchester CDs of Blossoms, literally a handful, 3 or 4 left. Likewise, it's not the Manchester version; it's the Indies Yoke version. I think we were definitely the first shop to get these guys in. They're doing some HMV stores as well and some Jacaranda out stores, but they're really pushing Gary. So we've got some Yoke signed vinyl, which is the Indies Manchester edition CDs. So it was really good to get on that before it all kicked off with some other stores getting involved.
I think we were the first store to have, yeah.
We were. So, they were lovely guys, weren't they?
They were sweet, guys. Brilliant.
Before you've had a good look at them, so I'm going to let you do them. But I want to just talk about our in-stores this week.
You say I've had a good look. They were there when I came up 5 minutes ago.
Well, there you go.
Like
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can tell us this extent of your knowledge, can't you?
Yeah.
Blame the Young. This is our in-store in 2 days' time. No, is it 2 days? Saturday night. And it's a sold-out show. It's the third album, I think, from October Drift. And that's the tricoloured vinyl. So if you're coming down to that, it's lovely, that, isn't it? Yeah. Really, colours really pop, don't they? Even though it's not poppy colours, it's grey, white, and black. But it looks brilliant, doesn't it? Kind of works with
good band. Have a look at
his logo. Yeah,
really we sold
good.
out.
We sold out.
Oh wow!
We sold out. We've got a box of stock down there. We've got about 50 CDs and 70 LPs, but it's all gone. And then, secondly, obviously, another big release this week. Another huge release this week. They are here tomorrow. The album is out tomorrow. Shed 7, Liquid Gold. We are very blessed to have them even playing in the shop, never mind getting them on release day. They're doing a huge in-store tour, aren't they? All around the country.
Really, really well.
Yes, it has. So we have the Liquid Gold natural coloured vinyl. Thanks to everybody that's ordered these. We'll talk about the show in a minute, but we're going to get everything signed. So we've not sent anything out because we're going to get them signed.
I like this.
This is the bootleg edition. Nice. They've gone all Led Zeppelin. Was it Led Zeppelin live at Leeds that had the stamp on there?
Yeah.
That's the bootleg version with a couple of copies left. With 500 copies. I'm surprised we've not fallen over them more. With the CDs, the LPs, and the different variants, with 500 copies down there on the floor. And this is the yellow vinyl, indie retail exclusive, double LP. So the next time you see these, they will all be signed by the band. They're here tomorrow night, which is Friday night. It's an early show. They've got a lot on tomorrow. I think they've got Virgin Media. They're on Chris Evans' show in the morning. They're at HMV in the afternoon. And then 6 o'clock, they're at Wax and Beans. The show is at 6:30. So get here for 6 o'clock. Please don't get here any earlier because we've got to get the stage up. We've got to get the band in. Got to do the sound check. So the show is at 6 o'clock, 6:30. Doors are 6 o'clock. And then it's a sign-in afterwards. And if anyone fancies it and wants to come and meet the band, there is another signing. It's a signing only. There's another signing at 8 o'clock tomorrow before they head off to day 2 of their in-store. So they're heading to Birmingham. So they need to leave at 9:30. So
kindly giving us a bit more time, aren't
they? They've given us another hour and a half to do another signing. There is no show on that one. It's just a signing. So you can come and meet the band, get Liquid Gold signed. Right, I'm done.
Maximo Park. How many albums are they on? This is a new album, yeah?
It's a new album. That's the Eco Mix version, yeah.
Nice.
The Stream of Life, is it? Yeah. Stream of Life.
Mega. Yeah, like big band. Yeah, my brother likes them a bit more than I do, but yeah, they're good. Yeah, we had some signed stuff in recently. That was nice to sell, wasn't it? The signed gear. That was lovely. I like these, though.
Let's hold them up for you.
Go on.
Dance, no one's watching.
These come with some signed prints as well. They both come with that. One's red and one is a deluxe version.
That's 2 LP satin red and that's the 2 LP deluxe. Both with signed artwork. I think there's 4 or 6 different signed art.
Yeah,
prints.
These are different regions.
Different regions have got different prints. So we've got no one's watching me, of course. So which is
the last album was a Mercury Prize winner, and just all around.
We've had such a busy week. We've not had a chance to listen to this, have we? Even though we have been working late.
But that'll be on tomorrow in the shop, 100%.
Yeah.
Great band.
Bought us a shop copy down there, one of the red ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we'll get that spinning tomorrow.
Yeah, fabulous band.
Ezra Collective, Dance Like No One's Watching. There's about 15 copies over both of those variants combined that have still got the signed artwork.
Cool. So they sent us quite a bit of that, didn't they? It came a while ago, didn't it? This is Broadcast. I don't know anything about Broadcast. We were talking about this before. But
date back to the early to mid noughties, don't they? Well, that particular is 2000 to 2006 collective demos. Yeah, Broadcast. Nice. Every time Broadcast brings something out, we probably sell about half a dozen copies. So it's not huge sellers for us, but there's a lot of fans out there.
Okay, lovely. This looks interesting. It's Miami Sound, more funk and soul from Miami, Florida. Soul Jazz Records presents.
I think if you look at that, you're going to look at that track list and then go, I don't really know a lot of these artists. I personally wouldn't know a lot of these artists.
You know the tracks off this.
You know the tracks.
Yeah,
I think it's one of them impulse buys, isn't it?
I
Oh,
get
that
lifted
looks
and things
really
like
cool.
Yeah, I reckon it's really a nice compilation. That we can see the artists on it and stuff. But yeah, nice compilation. Looks good. We'll have a bit of that. Not My Chemical Romance. What did I say before? I said My Chemical Romance, didn't I?
Bring Me the Horizon.
Bring Me the Horizon. We've got some posters to go with this, right?
We have got some posters. Yeah, they're
small posters.
They're small, but they're a bit big to send out. So it kind of needs to be in store only. Otherwise, we'll have to fold them up. This is on a 2LP cream vinyl. It's
nice that the artwork's brilliant on that. Ed was quite lively about this coming out as well. So whether he's heard a few things off it, it's his bag. So yeah. Looks good. The rest, more AC/DC stuff.
Let me hold them up for you.
Is it 4 or 5? It's 5, isn't it?
It's 5. There was Live at River Plate, but we sold out on that.
This one looks the pick of the bunch to me.
Does it? What about Power Up?
Power Up's okay. Fly on the Wall as well.
All on gold. So this is batch 3, the final batch of the 50th anniversary.
Is it the final
reissues?
Batch?
Yeah,
definitely the final batch.
Yeah. So
what are we doing with our thing in the shop?
There's a couple of people want it, so we're just going to pull a name out of a hat. Our browser.
Our
AC/DC browser.
Sorry,
been in the shop boring people for.
We did a good video about that though.
We did a good video,
yeah. So yeah, no, that looks the business, that one.
That's Black Ice, right?
Yeah, it looks lovely. That's really nice. Okay. And Flick the Switch. Sorry. Yeah.
Flick the Switch, Fly on the Wall, Blow Up with Video, Power Up, and Black Ice. And like I say, there is another one. It's Live at River Plate. That's the 3LP. We only had 3 copies. They've sold out.
Right. This is we had a little bit of a listen to this a while back, didn't we?
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Pete Rock and Common.
Common and Pete Rock, Auditorium Volume 1. I love the hype sticker. Let me read it out
super kind of boom bap, jazz style, hip hop.
The Auditorium Volume 1 is the past, present, and future of hip hop happening all at once.
Wow, that's some hype sticker in it.
Yeah, it's very good.
Common's brilliant. Common is brilliant. He's done some ridiculously good.
Yeah, Pete
he's the jazz side of hip hop, isn't he? And Pete Rock is definitely boom bap side of hip hop, isn't he? So yeah, that'll be good. Not listening to the whole thing though. Need to listen.
Got itchy nose and itchy here.
Itchy nose and ear. What does that mean?
Don't know.
Something new.
COVID and flu.
Yeah. You're not mad keen on Billy Woods. I like. He's maybe a bit abstract for you.
I think this is import stock. This is hidden places, isn't it?
Billy Woods, brilliant man. He's done it. There's a track on this SpongeBob, and it's unreal. It's a brilliant album.
Yeah,
it is unusual. It is experimental.
It's a bit Koreatown oddity sort of. It is a bit. It flows less than the boom bap stuff that I like, isn't it?
Yeah, you like super flowy stuff. Yeah, whereas I don't mind a bit of this.
We ordered 10 copies of this, and our allocation got cut to 3 or 4, I think. So this is not going to hang around.
No, and you said
need to buy one.
You hadn't done me one as well.
I haven't.
Slightly annoying.
Can do one after the video.
Thanks, mate. But yeah, Billy Woods, check that out. It's brilliant. Nice reissue. XTC, another reissue.
Skylarking. It's a Stephen Wilson 2024 remix or mixes. Yeah.
How many more from XTC? There must be a few more to go through. Keep coming, don't they?
They get. Is it on Panegyric or is it Apex? Something like that. They get reissued, aren't they?
Always do really well, the XTC stuff.
Yeah,
actually.
really well, especially when Stephen Wilson's on the remix album. It's a 200 gram super heavyweight vinyl on a gatefold sleeve, and it's 23 quid. So he must have done him a cheap deal on that.
Yeah,
mixing and mastering. Otherwise,
and then we've got the Nick Cave and Warren Ellis Back to Black soundtrack.
I thought that would have sold a lot better. I think we only had about half a dozen.
It might do. I'm not sure
because Nick Cave, Warren Ellis. I mean,
how did the film do? The film did okay, didn't it? The film did okay. It might be one. The score might be better than the film. I don't know.
It might be a bit of a grower. There are only 1,000 copies on that clear vinyl. It's music on vinyl, isn't it?
Judging off the sales of Wild God, Nick Cave, surely this will be a few who'll pick this up still.
Wild God has probably been a biggest seller in the last 3 months.
That,
for something I wouldn't expect us as a shop to sell loads of. Yeah, there's a lot of indie stuff that's done really, really well, and obviously Fontaines and.
It was really well received and really well reviewed, though. Wild God, so I think that kind of pushed it over the line a little bit for people to buy. Understandably, because it's brilliant. Yeah.
Forgot to. Could you just grab me?
Yeah. What is this?
Just go back to Shed 7. So before we got a show with Shed 7, we were told by the label that we could have some signed prints. So we've sold a load of
Oh,
signed
these are
prints that aren't
lovely.
coming to the show. For people that weren't coming to the show, because we didn't have a show at that point. But everybody that's ordered the signed print, you're going to get one of these with the album. But you're also going to get your album signed by Rick, Maxi, and the boys tomorrow anyway. So you'll have 5 signatures on there. They are nice, aren't they? And we've got absolutely loads of them to give away. Listen, they're going for a #1, so if you can stream it, if you can stretch to another copy, if you can buy a CD, we've got CDs down there. Everything that gets purchased before tomorrow, 9:30, when they leave on Friday night, will be getting signed. So
did we get a test pressing for this one?
there's a test pressing to give away. It's a signed test pressing,
Wow.
yes.
Okay.
It's, so I'll see if I can locate it.
See if you can locate it.
Okay.
Because we get them every now and then, don't we? And they're quite good to throw into a drawer.
Yeah, well, it's no purchase necessary, isn't it? You can email us, but at the same time, I found it. At the same time, everyone that also purchases gets a go on this. This is Cooking Vinyl. This is Tom at Cooking Vinyl, who is our contact.
They do a brilliant job, don't they?
He's a super nice guy, and he really looks after the indie stores. And they're a brilliant indie label, yeah. So we've got, if you come see if we can show this. So this is the signed test pressing, which they were also selling on their page, I think. So it's a proper test pressing that's got, there's literally, it's like a white label test pressing, but it's only 3 sides like the album. And then you've got this brilliant etching on the other side. Can you see that?
Cool, I know.
But
really nice.
That's a really nice thing to have. Not only is it a test pressing, which is really cool, which there won't be many of, probably 20, I would suggest. They'd perhaps do a box of 20 to send to band members and labels to check out before they go to press. Not only is it very limited with the etching, but it's signed by the band.
I think tomorrow's shop music is going to be Ezra Collective and Shed 7, I think.
Yeah, and some October Drift.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And we should have a listen to the Back to Black soundtrack.
With that new Maximo part, maybe.
Yeah. Fabulous. Thanks, mate.
Some good stuff in there. That's not
ahead.
under 10 minutes.
It's not.
Just throwing it out there.
Take care.
Cheers, mate.